Oh, hello there. How is your evening going? It is good to see you all. Welcome to the day. I'm going to say hey to everybody who's here right now. Clay. Mega Brand. Tyler hanging out. We got Matt. Matt in the house. Mox Box is here. Marcus, Monarch Media hanging out. Clay getting in with the member for 15 months. Clay, thank you, sir. Oh man, what is going on with my stream, bro? It looks like I'm losing some quality. Let me know, chat, if I'm losing some quality. Bums me out. Bums me out when I lose quality on stream. We got Freestyle STL hanging out. Magus of the Bargain says missed opportunities, not flying to Japan to buy OG Amano Liliana. God, no, right? Everyone's saying it looks good. Okay, good. Clay gifting the 5. All right, I'm going to have to update the stream, Monarch, here. Give me just a moment. Let's get that going. What are those? What's the multiplier on those? I don't even know the price. What is it, 3? Freestyle getting the gifted. Matt getting the gifted. Nicholas, Sushi Yum Yums getting the gifted. And Dale. Make sure you say thanks to Clay. Clay, thank you so much. 5 for 15. Appreciate ya. Everybody, how's it going tonight? It's good to see ya. Let's fix this. And you got one for yourself, so we'll just go 18. Here we go. Hype to get the Morrow blog on Lord of the Rings spicy. Yes, very excited. Clay, I appreciate you. Yeah, we got a fun time tonight. We're going to talk about some stuff. We've got all of the... We're going to be spending some time here. You're going to be talking to me here a little bit. I'm looking at chat, but I need to be looking at the camera. Looking at you. That way we can get that fuzzy eye contact going, you know? My dog got freshly groomed today. She's doing well. Al, good to see ya. Kraken Jank. Good to see ya. We're going to be spending some time here. We're going to be spending some time... We're going to be spending some time here. We're going to be hanging out here a little bit. We might go over here a little bit too. Just doing a couple little teasers of the adventure that we might go on tonight. Yeah, for now we're just hanging out here. We're going to talk a little bit about you know, I'm sure that you saw the title of the stream, which is Missed Opportunities. For a long time, my collection was not organized, and this is kind of a bummer because there are a couple moments where I really should have cashed in. And in a big way, I'm going to turn this music down a little bit just for myself. For everybody else, it's going to be, should be a good level. Let me know if you have trouble hearing me. But, no, I was going to say, you know, for a long time, I've had my cards, and I have a big collection of cards. And my stuff has just not been organized. And it's been over a year now that I've been organizing my stuff. Because I see things like old specs, cards that I bought, fully intending to flip them. We're going to talk about some of those tonight. Some of the cards that I bought, like bulk of. And I just missed the boat. Like, the chance was there, the card moved, and this was all before Throne of Eldraine, where we get into, you know, variance, and all that stuff. And it's just been kind of eye-opening, and I see kind of like this level of, you know, like, for example, buying Boyle when Jace the Mind Sculptor was unbanned in Modern. Everyone's saying Annie. Keto says, hi, Jakeness. I'm getting organized and I got some new specs popping up. Safekeeping and Tyvar's stand legging up. Tyvar's stand. Take a look at that. Tyvar's stand. Target creature you control gets +X/+X and gains hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. Oh, okay. So like a budget heroic intervention. It's kind of cool. What is that? Aftermath? Oh no, that's Phyrexia. All will be one. That is a good card. That is a good card. It gets the hexproof and indestructible no matter what. So for 1 green, you can do that. Or you can give it +X/+X. I mean, that's sweet. That's a really good combat trick. A really good reactive spell. I mean, that's like removal as well. In certain situations, you're blocking well. You can kill something with it. This is a good card. This is a really good card. I'm a fan of it. If anybody wants to see, it would be this one here. Is the card we're looking at, Tyvar's stand. I do like this card. It's kind of cool. Yeah, everybody, thank you for hanging out tonight. I guess we could just jump into the first part, which is talking about some missed opportunities, and I have a lot of them, but we're going to go over a few. We're going to talk about the card. We're going to talk a little bit about when I bought it. I'm going to speculate on that. I do think I could dig into eBay and try to find those purchase orders. Some of them were over Card Kingdom. So I may, when I do a stream cut of this, and there's only going to be a stream cut of this, probably, if you watch it in the future. But I will probably, in that stream cut, give a little bit more context to the exact dates that I purchased things and what the exact prices were. But yeah, why don't we go ahead and do that? Why don't we talk about this? Got a couple stacks of things here. And it's going to look like a lot of cards, but it really isn't. You know, one of these cards I actually just saw on MTG stock, so how about before? Well, you know what? We'll just go over to each one. Why don't we start with this one? All right. So Damping Sphere, I bought this with the intention of buying these when Dominaria, shortly after this set came out, maybe a few months after Dominaria came out. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to get these Damping Spheres. I know that they're playing well against Storm. Oh man, it's shaking a lot, isn't it? We don't want to shake it. Okay, there we go. I think that's a little bit better. I'm getting used to the new desk. John, what's going on? Good to see you. And you know what? I think we'll do a little giveaway here in a little bit. But for now, we're just going to get right into this. So, Damping Sphere. I bought these, and let's see exactly how many I got. Bunch of copies of Damping Sphere. These are all play sets. And I got these at around 35 cents a card. Between 35 and 40 cents a card. Tons of them. And again, this is way before Throne of Eldraine ever came out, before we knew that we were going to get tons of variants and reprints could be on the list and all of those kind of different slots. And so what I said was, I'm going to get a bunch of these cards because I think it's going to be relevant for a long time. But what we learned is that it got a reprint in Dominaria Remastered, and I missed the boat. So let's bring this up. I was just kind of reflecting a little bit. And it's something that I think is really important, especially if you're somebody who buys cards with the this might just be a really boring stream, but it's fine. We're going to talk through this because I think it's important to talk through. And I also think it's important to note as well because, and I love the guy, but Rudy is a whale. It's very hard to relate to Rudy because he has millions upon millions of dollars worth of product. So this is going to relate more so to, you know, maybe somebody who is playing penny stocks, whereas like Rudy, when he's buying, you know, tons of reserve list stuff and just masses of sealed product, you know, it's kind of like buying Microsoft or buying, you know, Nvidia or buying AMD or just like good stocks, right? Not financial advice. Versus, you know, maybe speculating on some cheap penny stock, which is what a lot of these cards kind of are. You know, if I'm buying 40-cent damping spheres, my idea is not to make, you know, thousands of dollars. But what I'm hoping to do is turn maybe, you know, $7 worth of damping spheres into a $100 card, maybe a $150 card, maybe a box of something. And so it's a very speculative, you know, just like, and this comes at a very different time too, because this was, God, I mean, actual true Magic collectors were just thinking about things so differently back then. And so now we have all of this hindsight, and it's kind of difficult to do anything like this these days. Speccing cards is not something that I'm doing a lot. So let's take a look at Damping Sphere. So when it originally came out, man, people were so like stoked on it, but let's zoom in a bit here. So I remember looking at Card Kingdom when these got to about up here and thinking, man, I need to find those damping spheres. I need to get rid of those. Yeah, Keto, Nvidia is just insane. If you had bought like a $40 Nvidia contract earlier today, it would be worth probably about $2,000 or $3,000 tomorrow. It's just nuts. Chalice says, in these times I just can't trust for a price to stay high. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, let's get back on track. I'm sorry, I get kind of scatterbrained, but there is good information here. So Damping Sphere, I had a bunch of these. They went up to $4, and then as we can see, Dominaria Remastered comes out. Where is it? Is that it? Yeah, Brothers War, that's Dominaria Remastered. And now the price is just plummeted 38 cents. So this is what we would classify as a missed opportunity. I buy these cards for cheap. I get them sub $1 back when this set comes out. I'm like buying over here, like very, 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 very cheap, like years ago. We get to where the card actually has a moment where I can sell it, and I slept on it. Let's move on. I know that sounds kind of like, I don't know. It's just, it kind of is a lesson in make sure A, you know where stuff is, and B, if you bought it with the intention of selling it, make sure that you have an exit strategy and just do it and execute. Mishra's Bauble, that's a very good example. I actually have more of a success story with that one because I remember buying a set of baubles for, geez, maybe $80, and then I ended up flipping them for like $160 or something like that. Mishra's Bauble got so expensive, and I was playing it in a Death Shadow list, and I was like, I don't need it. It was like a Jund Death Shadow, and so the idea was to just get permanent types in the yard. That way you could traverse the Ulvenwald. Yeah. It's just as likely I could sell too early. Well, I don't think so, Eclectic, because at this point we know that Wizards of the Coast is going to print the cards on here or there, or like in the list, or it'll get printed in a secret lair product, or it'll show up on some like mystical archive or retro artifact slot in some sort of collector product that isn't even related to the set. Like, there's so many different places that a card can be printed these days. Let's go back over here. So we talked a little bit about this one, but let's go ahead and talk more about it. Boil. Tons of copies of Boil, and you probably saw these in the thumbnail. I bought these with the intention of, wow, Jace the Mind Sculptor just got unbanned in Modern. When was that? Who's the hero in chat that can get me that exact date? Because I don't have it written down, but I remember when it happened. And I bought these, and I bought a bunch of copies of Choke. I think Choke is probably in this specs box over here. But let's take a look at the price of Boil, because the idea was Jace is going to become this thing that is just so insanely powerful. Yeah, oh my god, look at this freaking chart, man. This is just stupid. All right, so wow, this is hilarious, honestly. You can kind of see we had a moment. There was a moment to exit. It didn't do anything for a long time. Whoops. Ah! Something on my mouse pad and it's driving me crazy. So I bought all these boils at probably, 50 cents a card, maybe 70 cents a card. And, it was in like some EDH circles, but it's such a punishing, stupid card in Commander that it really didn't have a lot of playability there. But it was speculated and thought that it could see. I wonder, because this isn't even in relation to Jace, which is really funny. This makes it even more frustrating. Is like I missed the Jace ban. Who has it? Did somebody find the exact date that Jace was banned? Let's see. Holding my breath to figure out the right time to sell Aftermath. Secret layers usually tell us they're about to reprint. Yeah, I've caught a few things in that way before, Sam. Sounds like an opportunity. If someone wants to code that, I bet you could make a mint. You can do that with stocks, I believe, by them standing to sell. If it hits a certain point, yeah. Aftermath's Nissa and Karn are about the only two mythics without Halo versions, probably Secret Lair. Yeah, Sam, I see what you're saying. Figure it out. Yeah, I was talking to a guy at my LGS about exactly what you're talking about, Sam. My thing with selling is my LGS gives like 40% market for store credit, and anytime I want to sell 1 or 2 cards on eBay, the fees kill any profit. Yeah. eBay does have, I believe their fees are like 10% or something like that, so it's not like it's not as bad as 40% for sure. But if you get store credit, I mean, that's good. So yeah, Boyle, let me actually take a look here. All right, so 2018. All right. So it would have been 2018. Oh yeah. So actually that would have been, yeah, no real pop from Jace. So this was just a poor spec, and then it actually took off here, and I can't figure out why. This is actually something that I'm just seeing here, because I'm like, I never saw Boyle get this good. But I mean, that is pretty good. But yeah, that was a missed opportunity as well. If you buy these cards, I think this is going to sound super obvious as well, but it's almost like I'm talking through these poor choices that I made so that you could see that I'm a failure sometimes. But the idea is that we learn from this. If I am holding for 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36 copies of Boyle right here, and then I maybe have some other copies. If I'm holding 36 copies of this card, and this card is currently a 33 cents on market, right? So let's say I have 36 copies of Boyle total times 0.36. I have $12.96 worth of Boyles. All right. But if I have those same 36 and I exit that position at, let's say modestly, let's just say $3 a card. Okay. Now I have $108 instead of 12. So this right here is like a stack of cards that I could have probably just sold in bulk to Card Kingdom. They have, you know, if you do sell stuff to them, you could just, as long as you send it quickly, you get that store credit. Boil popped up during the Is It Snarl in Standard because Snarl dodges it. Is that what it is? Yeah, Mind Sculptor is super cheap. Yeah, it never took off in Modern. It's just too slow. It's just such a slow card. Yeah, this card is... Look at it. Look at, they used it in 2018. They were like, this is it right here. You can see where it was unbanned. It's just like good, generically good. Again, this is all pre-variant era. Variant era starts right here on Throne of Eldraine. So this is all like master products as we know them. Foils are just a foil at the back of the pack sometimes, not every time. I believe, you know, or Masters products actually did have foils in the back of every pack. That was the appeal of that product, as well as having like a huge roster of good cards. So this is a very different time for collectors, pre-2019, of Throne of Eldraine in 2019. Jace the Mind Sculptor didn't really take off in Modern. Now it's trended down dramatically. So dramatically, and Commander doesn't really want it either. It's not a super good card in Commander, so now it's just got a name. Jace the Mind Sculptor is the kind of card that, you know, if it's got a $44 average, this is the kind of card that I could see just pushing a Secret Lair product. Zach G, what's up? Good to see you. This is like a perfect product for a perfect card for Secret Lair. It has a name, and so it's just like, well, put Jace at the front of a Secret Lair. You could put a couple cards in there that don't mean anything, that have been reprinted a ton. You could put like an Unsummon, a Brainstorm. Oh, that's what you would do. You would pick the cards that are indicative of Jace's abilities. That's how I would do that Secret Lair. I do Jace the Mind Sculptor, do Brainstorm, I do Unsummon, and then there's like a Fate Seal on there. So like some sort of thing like that if I were making a Jace the Mind Sculptor Secret Lair. But this is also interesting because for a long time with Boil, I was like, okay, so I missed the boat. Jace the Mind Sculptor didn't take off, and I didn't realize that something else could send Boil, and so I hadn't been checking on it. So now I just have a stack of cards that are worth $12 that, I mean, honestly, the loss is low, which is the entire point of this, is I'm trying to make sure that my loss is small. You know, like if you want to buy something good, you're going to pay a price for it, because like for Reserve List, for example, even though 30th Anniversary Edition kind of shook my faith on Reserve List and that whole thing, but we're not going to get into that. But yeah, you pay more for a card that you think is going to go up because it's actually good and it's scarce. But the list, Secret Lair, it's killed my want to spec cards in any sort of way that's meaningful. All right, we talked about Damping Sphere, talked about Boil. There's a couple in here that are like not necessarily missed opportunities. Let's talk about Ancient Runes. This is a card that was purchased, geez, ages ago. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. How about we'll just do one of those in a giveaway. Why not? That's a good card. That's a pretty punishing card. Ancient Runes. So 1 red, 2 other. Card from Tempest. Enchantment. During each player's upkeep, Ancient Runes deals 1 damage to that player for each artifact he or she controls. Pretty strong card. But they can put it wherever they want now. The idea in the past was, oh, this card would be really difficult to print into a standard set. Think about Theros, something like that, where it's like, oh, thematically we figured out a spot where we can put Thoughtseize, and then everybody was like, oh my god, we finally got a Thoughtseize reprint. I don't have to pay out the butt for a copy from Lorwyn. And now, yeah, you can kind of see it's like, it doesn't matter if thematically it works, they'll just put it on the list and then the card will live there. So let's take a look at the price of this one. Oh my goodness. Yeah, look at this thing. This is super silly. This card, wow. It looks like a penny stock that finally got good funding. This looks exactly like some sort of shit company that's like, oh my god, we finally did it. This is like, Tesla's gonna be using our batteries. That's what this chart looks like. Okay, so Ancient Runes. I mean, this is commander driven. This is like people looking for old budget stuff because this is an uncommon, I believe. Right? Yeah, it's an uncommon. Danica says the list was such an insult to collectors, low-key, one of the most hostile moves WotC made. Yeah, I mean, it's honestly pretty nutty. We got 170 people watching. Thank you so much for spending your time with us tonight. If you are enjoying the stream, go ahead and hit us with a like. That'd be super helpful. If we could get to like 100 and let's just get to 100 likes. It would be great. If you are enjoying the stream. If you think you're going to be back in the future. Yeah, so Ancient Runes, I think it's a good card. I think it's finally getting a little bit of recognition. So this is something where I think I bought a bunch of these probably around a similar price point. 30 cents, 50 cents a card ages ago. Just like speculating probably maybe sometime around when I would have to go back and look at the Commander Sleeper series and see if it was a card that we were interested in when we did Commander Sleeper series Tempest, because I might have like read it after I was going through that set and was like, wait, that's actually a good card. So I picked those up, and this is just kind of like still hanging out, but let's do a giveaway with one of these. I don't want to forget that. And you know what? We'll do a box of Dragon Shields with it. Give me just a second. Actually, we'll do that. Someone remind me in chat. I'm going to send this Ancient Runes to the side here. And then we're going to do a giveaway at the end of this. Let's go back. This is our giveaway right here. Next up. Oh yeah, there that is. Okay, cool. So next up we have Felidar Retreat. This is pretty easy to gauge. This one came out during Battle for Zendikar. Or not Battle for Zendikar, Zendikar Rising. Very strong card. This is one of my favorite cards in EDH. I think it's just an amazing enchantment. You get tons of value. Especially if you put it alongside other stuff that's like, you know, counter synergistic. I think it's a great card. Plays alongside Doubling Season beautifully. And yeah, I bought a bunch of these for all sub $1, so I think these are all play sets. We'll just make sure. Yeah, I've always been the kind of player that really likes enchantments. I talk about this all the time. This is also me kind of getting duped though by showcase frames, me thinking that the showcase frame of a card like this would have any sort of significance, which up to this point, with the exception of, you know, certain cards, nobody really cares about showcase frames. It's kind of part of that everything, if everything is special, nothing is special kind of philosophy, mentality, truth is a good way to say it. Let's take a look at this one. Felidar Retreat. Yeah, it actually trended down from when I was picking them up, probably. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. So Felidar Retreat. We have 16 copies of it. that were all purchased at about $1, and it's still at about that. So this kind of speaks to, we need more time. I think that's kind of like the idea. If this came out, 2021, it's still got a lot of time. And it also got multiple variants. It got the regular variant. It's been printed in Commander products. That's another thing. That's another thing that makes speccing cards high risk. Non-reserve list stuff. This is the kind of thing that makes speccing the list, in addition to Secret Lair, in addition to the list, just Commander products, reprints. Like there's Wizards of the Coast, I don't think they really like... I know that they value cards that are expensive, but I would have to also think that it's probably frustrating for them to not be able to include certain cards in certain decks just because the price is high. Like it could be a card that synergizes really well with the Commander, and now that card is priced out of that deck. So it kind of like, in a lot of ways, unless it's like a flagship card like Mana Crypt, which is going to be used to move a master set to make sure that people are salivating and going crazy, or Jeweled Lotus like we're seeing in Commander Masters, getting this extended treatment that comes off the card, and it's a whole thing. They do like cards like those that help move sets. I think that's really important to their business. But I also think that, for the bulk of their cards to be cheap, for good cards to be cheap, that just makes their Commander products more attractive, and it makes people want to be able to jump in and be like, oh, that deck has not only, a Soul Ring like every other deck, but it has good cards like Sun Titan, which is really cheap, and Felidar Retreat, which is an extremely cheap card these days. And the next card I'm going to talk about is a card that I am actually going to be getting rid of. I'm going to be got some weird freaking Amazon products here. What is this shit? What do we have going on here? Don't need it. Want it, obviously. Don't need it. If not for the reserve list, WotC would have crashed the entire market by now. Yep. I think so. Which is great for players, but not great for collectors. And in my opinion, and I know it's an unpopular opinion, I think it's... I don't know. I thought I did have ad block, BuzzFuzz. It's probably because I'm on incognito, maybe? I don't know. Someone will have to send me a message on Discord, let me know what I need to do to make sure it doesn't happen. But yeah, I find that the reserve list gives this game an allure. I don't need every card. I'm not the kind of person who like has to have a Black Lotus. I don't care. I can enjoy the game without a Black Lotus. I can, if I really want to, I could proxy a Black Lotus and just use it like a Black Lotus. I could put it in cube and whatever. I think the people that really like want cards to be expensive, it's hard to say it, but I think it's important that some cards are expensive. I think it's important that some cards are priced out for some people. I think it just makes the game, it gives the game clout. And a lot of people aren't going to like that I say that, but it's my honest opinion and it's how I feel. But like 30th Anniversary Edition, in a lot of ways, shook my faith on that, because that was the kind of thing where I was like, man, they weren't supposed to do this. Like, I get that they're allowed to do it because they circumvented what they said in the past, but I just thought it was such a derpy, shitty, shoot myself in the foot product, poorly executed, terrible price that was obviously going to be critiqued into the ground. I just think it was set up to fail, man. It's crazy. And we do get a lot of angry comments still about how much we didn't like 30th Anniversary Edition. We have some big critics from those days, but I still think there's great products. If I see a product that's good, I'll note that the product is good, and I'll be like, I like that product. But yeah, Felidar Retreat, I think there's still time, but super early on this. This is just the kind of thing. Let's take a look at the showcase frame. Yeah, not a lot of difference. Not a lot of difference here. All right. Let's go back. No, you know what? This is what we're going to do. We're going to do a really fun giveaway. We're going to do one of each card from from all of these piles. We did the ancient runes. Let's do a copy of Boil from Tempest. Here, that one's kind of beat up. Here's one. One's better. All right, now next up, we have a card that's pretty good here. Oath of Nissa. Now this is a card that, as some of you who have probably followed the channel for a long time, these came years ago when War of the Spark came out. John Reed with the member for 10 months. Digging these crunchy tunes, bro. I appreciate you. This is Harris Heller, just like some royalty-free music for streams. Let me make sure it's still playing that. It's probably pretty important. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, this is good. Yeah, very chill. And yeah, if you are enjoying the stream, click like, subscribe, come hang out again. We stream on Mondays and Wednesdays. So, I was just talking about this, but this is a card that I'm going to exit. I am done with it, and before it gets reprinted, I'm selling it. I'm getting rid of them. Oath of Nissa is a card that's very good. It's a Pioneer playable card, and it hasn't been reprinted into the ground. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's only ever been printed this once. So if I want to be able to, it's got a pre-release version, and it's got this. It's played in a bunch of Devotion to Green decks. It's played in Elementals. Why don't we just go over there and take a look at it? All right, Oath of Nissa. All right, when did War of the Spark come out? There it is. There it is. All right, this is when War of the Spark came out. This is when Jake was buying it. Here. When War of the Spark was announced. Preview season. So I would have been buying it at probably... Yeah, this makes sense. 79 cents. That's right. I remember buying a ton of them for 79 cents from Card Kingdom and just all over the place. This isn't all of them. There's a few more somewhere else, but I don't know where they are. I think I have like around 50, 60 copies of the card. I'm sick of sitting on it. It is green. It's a green Brainstorm. It's a very, very strong card. And it did nothing for a very long time. And then we got the announcement of, oops, all Planeswalkers. And then you could see it became relevant very quickly. A lot of people were into it. Joel and I actually made a video about how we liked it as a card. This was one of our earliest videos that did really well, because we started the channel in 2017. Card pops up here, and then it gets walked down. This is the FOMO pump. This is where everybody's like, oh my god, this card is going to be the tits. And then what ends up happening is it just starts crashing. And then we have some interesting stuff. Is like we have announcements of like stuff like Pioneer. And so this was actually not even the best time to exit. So it's actually my complacency, my just, I guess, being aloof, forgetting about it. Card just kind of like tanks down. I'm like, whoops, missed the boat. This would have been me like probably complaining about, oh god, I should have sold my Oath of Nissas. Moonshot's hanging out. What's up, Lance? Good to see you. Good to see you, brother. Then we go up here. We get a little bit of a pump again. And you know what? I might even go back in because I'm so interested to see like what would have pumped this. Probably Oko. Oko brought it back to life, if I had to guess. Oko is green. It's a Planeswalker. When did Oath of Nissa get hit with a ban? Probably here, right? I always manage to sell at the bottom. Yeah, Chris, and that's what they want you to do. That's what the market maker, like if we're talking stocks, that's what they want you to do. They want you to chase this rip. Like this is when they want people to buy. I'm gonna go to this card really quick. We're gonna talk about a little flashback moment. So Hogak came out, it ruined Modern. I don't know if anybody remembers that. I think they called it Hogak Winter, where Hogak dredge decks just came in and they ruined the entire format. I remember being in Vegas for that, and everybody you walked into, they were all playing Hogak at that tournament. But I bought it. I bought it on the way up. I bought the foil on the way up. I FOMO bought a foil Hogak for, I believe, $45. And I think the lesson with that was to learn there will always, if you are buying a card with the intention of selling it for money, unless you are front loaded and you have cards that you're going to sell, not financial advice, nothing on this channel is financial advice, in perpetuity of the channel forever and always, and it is not made for kids. But if you are front loaded and you have a ton of Hogaks, say this card came out, you had some time to buy it. And it's kind of stupid because the card has Convoke Delve. We all should have known. Everybody forever and always should have known that this card was going to go crazy. It has Convoke and Delve on it. Anyway, if you had front-loaded these for twos, you were doing amazing selling your hundreds and hundreds of copies. I remember seeing MTG Finance posts of people being like, I hope my Hogaks come in because I knew this card was going to be big. So Hogak rips. Jake FOMO buys a Hogak for around $40 and then inevitably it gets banned. And I still have that foil Hogak. It's in a binder. And it's a reminder to myself that there will always be another play. You don't need to chase. Because this is where, like, in the stock market, this is where the market maker wants you buying the stock, right? They want you seeing it rip, and they want you going, oh my gosh, it's 9. And then you hold off at 9, and then you're like, wait, no, it's at 20, it's at 20. I'm just going to buy it at 20. I'm buying 4 of them at 20. I don't care. And then what ends up happening is you get the correction. This one came from a ban because it broke the format, or else the card would have gone absolutely ham. Faithless Looting went down with it. It was a whole, what we would call a whole shebang. And then, but yeah, no, you want to buy low and sell high, but a lot of the time with the way the brain works, the tendency is to buy high and then sell when you're like capitulating and you're like, oh my God, what did I, forget it. I'll just sell it. But yeah, Hogak is a card that I always look to as a big reminder. But let's go back to Oath here. So Oath of Nissa. Sam says, give all your money to Jake. You're silly. I will take your money. All right, so Oath of Nissa. This is a little bit of a kick me moment where I was like, Jake, gosh darn it. You had another chance to sell at 9s. I could have just unloaded the entire bulk of these, this whole stack of them right here, at 9s. And that is a massive, nearly 10x multiplier. That's called a 10 bagger. If I had sold those at 9, then I would be sitting on a real pretty penny. Let's say I have, we did this earlier, so let's do this again here. Let's say I have 60. Actually, I probably realistically have 75. Let's say I have 75 Oath of Nissas that I bought at, realistically, because I was buying them between 79 cents, I bought some at like $1.19. So let's just say I bought them all at $1. So that's very easy, right? 75 times $1, 75 bucks. Spent $75 on 75 Oath of Nissas. All right. Now, if I'd sold at 9, 75 times 9, $675 for a little $75 bet. If I had unloaded these, I probably could have moved into like like back here. If we were to go back here, say I unloaded them here, we could have probably moved into like a moat Moat territory. 6 or 7s. Let's see where Moat was. Yeah, exactly. We could have got into Moat here, which is a card that I've always wanted. It's like one of my favorite cards. I love enchantments, and this card is just so sexy. But yeah, I looked at Moat at 400s ages ago. Yep, here-ish. I remember looking at it and being like, no, I don't need it. Whoops. All right, so after we get past this insane correction and all of these years of holding off, yeah, we were looking at 2020, so yeah, we would have had a nice dip if I had unloaded those Oath of Nissas like a smart lad. We could have jumped in around here, and that would have been a pretty sweet freaking play, right? If I had been able to move $75 worth of Oath of Nissas into... And this would have been the play. This would have been exactly what I did. I would have just sold the bulk of all of them to Card Kingdom. Store credit. Boom. Moat. So now where I'm at is we're not going to hit the 10 bagger. Okay. But I am totally 1,000,000% fine with the 5 bagger. I am not going to miss out this time. So this is kind of like... At some point, you just accept, yeah, Moat is reserve list. Magus, people cheer Moat and boo humility. Yeah, I like Magus. Magus is fine. But yeah, I would get rid of these, like, now. So that's going to be my goal is, you know, we're not going to get that 675, but we will be able to sell, let's say 75 of them times 5. It's $375. Let's say we lose times 0.90, at least 10% of that to fees. That's $337 minus our cost basis, which is minus 75. So $260 on those, which is not bad. Just going to take a little time to sell them out. But yeah, you just want to keep up with this kind of stuff. But you know what? For the sake of this, why don't we throw in one of these Oath of Nissas? We'll put one of these in the giveaway too. This will be a fun little giveaway. Set of cards that were part of a video, but we're not even done yet. We have one more to talk about. And then we're going to do something fun. This is kind of like the beginning of class, and then later on I'm going to hand out M&Ms, and everybody's going to... I'm going to get everyone Hot Pockets. I'm not going to get everybody Hot Pockets. I'm sorry. But if you are enjoying the stream, click like and subscribe. We have one more card to talk about here. Let's go ahead and do it. This is one of my favorites here. Far and away, the most cards that I've ever bought, single copy of. And this one drives me crazy. This one makes me very sad. All right, so we got some single copies, and then we got a bunch of like play sets, some 8-ofs in here. Just massive amount of Sram Senior Artificers. And while I sift through these, and these are all, again, sets of 4. While I sift through these, we're going to go back to Pro Tour Nagoya. And in Pro Tour Nagoya, oh, these are all foils. I don't know why that one is signed, but... Oh yeah, these are all foils. They're front to back to make sure that they don't. Oh yeah, these are all pre-release. So the cost basis on these, sorry I'm bumping the camera, folks. That's really annoying. I know. Oh my god, F's in chat. Really like your content, Chris. I appreciate you. It is a ton of SRAMs. It is a massive, absolute crap ton of them. Okay? So SRAM. Oh man, this one is so hard. This one is so sad, honestly. Bring him up. SRAM has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 versions. It's got foil versions as well. It's played in Selesnya Boggles in Pioneer. Thank God it's played somewhere. Let's take a look here at Pro Tour Nagoya. This was in 2020, I believe. No. It might have been earlier than that. I'm trying to find this list, but it was... Oh, no, it was 2020. Because, and I remember, it was Theros Beyond Death. It was the... let's go over here. It was that one white creature that really sent Sram. So, Sram came out way back here. Let's go back. Woo! Jake really likes the card because it says draw a card on it. Whenever you cast an aura, equipment, or vehicle spell, draw a card. Vehicles were pretty cool. We would see in the future that we would get more vehicles. Okay? It's been in a couple precons. Yeah, these are all the different decks it's been in right here. Whee! Also, while we're here, all hail the Stream Monarch. Clay, thank you so much. All hail the Stream Monarch. But yeah, we get a lot of different versions. I really like all of these. There's an etched version. This is one of my favorite ones, is the one from Time Spiral Remastered. I don't see the version. So there might even be more versions of it. But all of that to say, back when the card came out, I thought it would do things in standard. It doesn't. Card just kind of like does nothing. Goes down to 69 cents. Jake is buying all of these at like sub $1, a ton of them. And also shout out to Neil, who I was buying them with. He was buying them too. He was like, I really like Sram. We were like, wow, Sram's gonna do things in a deck called Cheerios, where you play a bunch of zero cost equipment, and then you cast Paradoxical Outcome, and you end up, I don't even remember what the deck does. It's ridiculous. I think it wins with like a grape shot or something. I don't remember what it does. But yeah, so we get over there. We have a card is not really doing anything, but hey, you know, it's not bad. It goes up above $1. Then in Theros Beyond Death, right here, baby. Okay, so we probably got a little bit of like preview season buying of Sram. People are starting to see, wait a minute, the vehicles came back in Throne of Eldraine. Maybe vehicles aren't going to be a one and done thing. They also saw them in War of the Spark. Vehicles would have been printed here with Parhelion. Also, shout out to Subma Spring and the tank. Then what happens is Sram actually goes into it. People are buying it. They're like, this might actually do things. It's not that bad. People are like, well, it's a little slow for Boggles. We're not going to put it in the modern Boggles deck. It's too slow for that. But then when Theros came out, we got that. What is that card? All Seed of Life's Bounty. I think that's what it's called. This card came out. All right. Now this card comes out and it becomes a staple in a black-white deck that Sram is in the Pro Tour Nagoya deck. And this guy places, I believe, second place. So a magnificent thing happens. Jake's spec does really well. Jake has bought hundreds of these cards of Sram for about $1. It goes up to here. I remember having all of them and not even the foils in a cart to sell to Card Kingdom. Had all of them in a cart. And I believe the cart was worth about $700. And I did not pull the trigger. And now we can see what has happened since Sram goes through a big correction. I even had another chance to get out for a little bit less. This was Pro Tour FOMO buying. But then we see tons and tons of reprints of the card. Time Spiral Remastered. It gets a special frame. It gets a secret layer. Comes down here. Joel Bozo hanging out. Everybody say hey to Joel. What's up? And then what ends up happening? Well, Sram, after getting reprinted hundreds of times, especially mostly in the variant era, which is post Throne of Eldraine. Remember, Throne of Eldraine, Theros Beyond Death came out after that. Now the card has gone back to 28 sense. I can't even remember what the pre-release promos were for this card, but they were like, God, around like $20. Oh, it honestly hurts. But it is what it is. All we can do is learn from it. So I put it on here. Everybody's saying hey to Joel, what's up? So yeah, all we can do is learn from it and be like, okay, well, let's not make that mistake again. And this is a card that I 1,000,000% feel will never, ever. Joel with the gifting 10. Joel gifting 10. Everybody, hey, check this out. That is Joel's. Joel, what are your subscribers at over there? What are your subs at over there? That's Joel's other channel. So if you want to go check out Joel's channel, just go over there, hit him with a little subby wubby, get him a little sub going, and then come back over to the stream. But he does gaming over there, like different games. Sometimes we were playing some Fortnite over there together, but he does some solo gaming too. Joel getting in with the gifted. Cybor, Marcus, Tommy, Carl, Coast, Ghost, Diego, Tavern, Lapras. What? Lapras is hanging out. Lapras is in chat. That's amazing. I don't think it's a shiny Lapras, but that's fine. That's still really cool. Big PP gets the gifted RMP. You should probably make Joel Bozo a mod. Yeah, I reckon I should, right? How do I mod him? How do I mod him? Oh, there it is. Add as a moderator. Standard moderator. I guess a managing moderator, why not? Here we go. Pika with Surf is way better. Yeah, so anyway, I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. Wow, we have 187 people watching, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out. Let me update the Stream Monarch. All hail the Stream Monarch. Joel Bozo getting in here with the mod. Yeah, we got to pump those numbers up a little bit, I think. All right, so let's change this up a little bit. We got Joel Bozo getting in there. And I believe that's 30, right? All right, there we go. Getting in. All hail the Stream Monarch. Whoops, that is not the button. That is not the button either. All hail the Stream Monarch. Oh, wow. Didn't mean to derail. No, you didn't derail. No, this is great. Yeah, I was just talking about my massive massive L on Sram Senior Edificer. And this is something I've kind of been wanting to talk about in chat. What's funny is this isn't even everything. I think I could probably do a segment like this. Whoa, Tyler getting in with the 10 gifted. What is going on? Everybody's crazy. Well, this is pretty wild. Tyler getting in with 10 gifted as well. Michael getting one. Zabber, Rob B, Kirknall, Dan, Chambers, Frederick, BM, King Yolo, Dylan getting in. Tyler stole it from you. I think it's the same. Watch, we're gonna be cheeky here. Are you ready? Here I can do this. Yeah, let's go. Joel Bozo and Tyler. Thank you everybody so much for the super chats. Or not the super chats, the gifted. Yeah, so we talked about Sram Senior Edificer, we talked about Oath of Nissa, Boyle, Felidar Retreat. For funsies, let's throw one of these Srams in here. I mean, obviously we're gonna put a Sram in with this. How about, wait a minute. Wait a minute. There was that random signed one. I don't know why it was signed. That might have been like back in the day doing a signature for maybe like a giveaway or something, or practicing a signature. I don't know why the hell I would have done that, but it is on a foil. So why don't we do that one? That seems like a good addition to this. All right, you're going to get a little piece of history tonight. You're going to get a little piece of my bad specs. We are going to get out on that Oath of Nissa, though, and we're going to make sure that we're able to recoup some of the losses by getting some gains on that. If you have enjoyed the stream, do click like and subscribe. Come hang out again in the future. I'm going to go pick out some dragon shields, and then we're going to get into this. Let me put the little BRB up. I hope you did enjoy that segment. That was something like that I have really been wanting to talk about for a while. Here, let me take off the BRB because I did just get a tax question. Obviously, I'm not a tax consultant, I'm not a tax professional, so do your own due diligence. But yes, once you hit a certain threshold, and it's all going to, the taxes that you pay at the end of the year are all going to depend on your income too. It's going to depend on your tax bracket that you're in. So it's like if you're in a low tax bracket, then your sales that you're going to have to pay tax on aren't going to be as heavy. But if you are in a certain bracket, then yes, you will be taxed on your sales. It's just like anything else where it's like, you know, I think there was a $20,000 threshold that was removed a few years ago, where it was like up to $20,000 or something like that. You didn't have to pay tax on that money if you're like selling stuff in theory on like eBay or whatever, PayPal, over Venmo, that kind of stuff. But that was removed and it became 600. So the threshold was massively reduced. Joel says, I bought a ton of Leyline of Abundance when Pioneer came around and held them right through it getting banned. Yes. Lance says it wasn't reported, but you were always supposed to pay tax. Right. That's what it is. That's what it is. Thank you, Lance. This is definitely nothing on this channel is financial advice. And please definitely do not take tax advice from me. 1,000,000%. Never take tax advice. I'm going to go pick out some dragon shields. We're going to do a giveaway, and then we're going to do something fun for the next part of this stream. Okay. I'll be right back. Ooh, Eminence. Ooh, this man. All right, so we are going to go ahead and we're going to do some... Let's just go over here. We're going to do some Blue Lagoon matte dual sleeve dragon shields. These are... Honestly, I really do love Dragon Shields. They're just such a high quality product. Shout out to Dragon Shield. They are an official channel sponsor. They send us stuff like this, and I mean, I can't do anything with all of these sleeves. Might as well give some of them away. So we're going to give away those sleeves. We're going to give away an Ancient Runes, which we just talked about. We're going to give away a Felidar Retreat, which we also just talked about in the video. We're going to give away a Boil. We're going to give away an Oath of Nissa. And then finally, a foil signed Sram that I signed ages ago. I don't even know why or what for. So a nice little giveaway to go with that video. Wow, my skin looks kind of oily. Whatever. What am I going to do with all that oil on my skin? Put it on my garlic bread? Get a little oil going with all my oily nose? All right. All right, so we're going to give away those. We're going to give away the dragon shields. Then this is the part that we're going to get into next. I have not bought Magic product in so long. It's been a minute since I bought Magic product. And today I went to the LGS and I got something for myself that I actually have been wanting to pick up for a minute. And it's an Aftermath Epilogue booster box. And I'm going to go for the Nissa. And hopefully we're going to find one. We're just going to crack open some packs. We're going to have a good time. We're just going to like chill, talk a little bit. We got the MTG Finance part out of the way. And I'm just going to see if we can find a Nissa. This is such a small set. And I'm pretty sure, and Lance would probably know, he's hanging out. There's probably only 10 mythics in the set. I'm pretty sure is correct. So I'm thinking that if I find like 4 or 5 mythics in this box, I'm thinking one of them's probably going to be a Nissa. So hopefully we're going to find one. So we're going to do that after this. Oh, okay. So Lance says, yeah, exactly 10 mythics. It's a very small set. So for me, this product made a lot more sense to me than the collector box. I was like, the collector box is very expensive. And if this is what, how many packs? 24? Yeah, 24 boosters. So I feel like we're going to have a pretty good chance in there. We're going to see. Little mini foil quest. Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. John says, you rock, Jake. John, you rock. You rock. I appreciate that. Let's go ahead and queue up. Let me get this going really quick while I hang out here. I'm going to go over to Nightbot. Hopefully Nightbot is logged in. I haven't hosted a stream myself in so long. Joel is normally he's the puppet behind the screen pulling all of the levers. No, but we are logged in. Yeah, let's go. Let's go giveaways. We'll go keyword, hashtag, RIP. All right, copy this exactly like I put it in here. Copy and paste. If you want to get in on the Dragon Shields and all of the cards that I just highlighted, there's 5 different cards here. Then get in there with hashtag RIP Jake Specs, exactly as you see them. There we go. I see people popping in. There we go. Yeah, pop on in. Sweet. Thank you all so much for hanging out. I'm going to refresh my beer. And yeah, I'll be right back. And then so let's go to this so that everybody can see what the giveaway is. Oh, you know what that needs to do? Oh, I'm gonna make some text that just says active giveaway that comes up here that way, and maybe it flashes or something. That way when I walk away, people know to get in. But we'll be right back. Get in with hashtag RIP Jake Specs, and then someone's going home. I hope there's some Commander fans out there, because someone is going to go home with some brand new fresh Dragon Shields. And then we have some honestly pretty good cards. I just looked at them and I was like, wait a minute, those are good cards. Well, of course they are. I picked them all out. I love them all. I like Boyle. I like Felidar Retreat. The card I like the least out of all of these is Boyle. But the rest of them, they're honestly, it's a rock star lineup, man. This would probably be a Jake Secret Lair. I think we would probably replace one of the red cards with a different card. Maybe a blue card that I spec'd. Font of whatever the shit. What was it called? Font of Magic. That's right. That would probably be on there too. Give me just a second and I'll be right back. This is your last chance to get in on this thing. This here is your last chance to get in on this. I try to remind you. I tried to do my best to remind you. I did my best to remind you. I did everything I could to remind you. Hashtag RIP Jake Specs. Jake is one of the few YouTubers willing to admit cards need to be valuable. They do. They do. Is that how you feel, Danica? Danica, I see you in the comments sometimes. I appreciate you hanging out. Myth, what's up? Good to see you too. I see you with that fancy text, Myth. All right, let's run it. I tried to remind you about the giveaway. I've been there. I want to remind you about the giveaway. All right, you're either here or you're not. 51 people were here for it. Here we go. Shboom! Edgar Solis. Edgar. Reach out to me, Instagram or Twitter, or if you are in the Discord, that is the most ideal. Hit me up in there. You could be like, where do I find Jake? And people will point you in the correct direction. Big grats. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Did that pop up? Okay, it did. Okay, good. Edgar Solis. Oh, Edgar, I see you there in chat. Sweet. Okay, cool. So let me get these in a sleeve. And then I am going to go ahead and write Edgar's name on it so I do not forget. And yeah, if you're not in the Discord, just reach out on Instagram or Twitter and just say, hey, Jake, it's me, Edgar. I will get these out to you. That is going to be the cards and the dragon shields. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight. Sweet. So the next part of this, we are going to crack open a product. I have not opened a box of cards in a very long time, and we're going to open an abbreviated box. This is the first time that I've opened any of the... I think this is like the first Aftermath. No, I did 2 pre-releases of Aftermath. Then I opened a couple stray packs. I think I opened 1 collector booster of this. It's a fun product. This product, I like less than the normal product. Be completely honest. But this product with the Karn and the Nissa, it does have some things that I absolutely want out of it. So I'm excited to... Yeah, food. We're doing a box opening. Yeah, I'm considering Command Fest Anaheim. Joel, being on the East Coast, will likely on such short notice not be able to make it to that. But oh yeah, it's a Nissa quest time, just a capybara, exactly. Yeah, we're gonna open some packs here. I've got Edgar's stuff over to the side. Thank you again, Edgar. We're gonna get that out to you. Alrighty. So I guess, yeah, let's just get into it. Gods of Magic, Gods of Might. Bless our blessed packs tonight. Let's get into this little petite box. Oh, I guess we could take off the gotcha. I don't think we need that right now. Nerding on too many different levels here. Where are the scissors? Ultra says, I hit an etched foil Nissa, retro frame Karn, and halo foil Tyvar. Very nice. From this product? From like this specific one? Because I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of different Like, there is a draft product. Isn't there? Is there a draft product for this? I don't think there is. It's just epilogue boosters and collector boosters of Aftermath, right? Yeah, Kiki Jiki knows. Yeah, the gacha is just like, man, and I drive around California and Los Angeles, so I'm in like really shitty stop and go traffic that's just packed with Pokestops. So it just makes sense for me to have a gacha out here. All right, it is a Nissa quest. If you haven't seen the new Nissa, it's very good. It is very cool. I guess, yeah, you know what? We have this set up. Why don't we do this? Talk about it really quick. What we're looking for. What is it? Resurgent? Yeah. Marching Machine Aftermath. This card was as low as $10, but all of those listings are long gone. So this will recoup most of my box. If we find one of these, we're going to call this a success. If we don't find one, we're going to be kind of sad. But if we do get one, this is a product that there's a lot of different singles in that I wanted to acquire. But one of the most important ones is this one. So we're going to see if we're able to get it. So let's get it. So if Jake gets two, is he going to sell one? Yeah, I'll probably get rid of one. Why not? Or trade it. I don't need multiples. Ugh. Wow, this box does not want to open. It's like, no, it will stay forever sealed. All right, so this is just for the collection. I haven't opened a product in a minute. But, wow, look how cute these little packs are. This really reminds me, this is the most sports card seeming Magic product I've ever seen. This is very much like a sports cards vibe. The few cards per pack. We're looking for specific things. The thing about this product and where I think it fell short, or not where it fell short, maybe not for, well, I mean, it's a small product. But I don't think it's its own fault. But I think, you know, the big serialized push in every single product before this, after this, who knows how many serialized cards there are. Why would somebody open a pack like this in Collector, for example, when they could open March of the Machine and potentially find a serialized Praetor that's like $1,000 or more? It just seems like a no-brainer. So I think there's a couple factors that are working against this product. That doesn't mean that it doesn't have cards that are cool in it. We've even done a review of some cards that we think are pretty sweet in this product. So anyway, all hail the Stream Monarch, Joel Bozo, and Tyler. Danica, they do have original art. You're right. All right, so let's open a pack. Maybe we just do this in close-up cam. Seems like a good spot to do it. Alright, so Animus Might. Spell cost 2 less to cast if it targets a legendary creature you control. Target creature you control deals damage equal. Okay. Pretty good. Death Rattle Oni, we like this card too. Joel, I'm pretty sure you like one of these. I don't know if you're still there, but I'm probably going to open multiples, so I'll make sure to send you one. Open the Way. Feast of the Victorious Dead. Okay, at the beginning of your end step, if one or more creatures died this turn, you gain that much life and distribute that many 1/1 counters. Pretty sweet. Then we do have an Ayara's Oathsworn, little menace action. When it deals combat damage to a player, if it has fewer than 4 1/1 counters on input. Okay, not a bad card. All right, so nothing extremely. Maybe that's something to come. We'll see. So 1, 2 rares from that. We'll just do a rare pile, I guess. Archive Baron. Oh, I do like Convoke. Other vampires you could... Ooh, This is good. Yeah, this is a good vampire card. It's an anthem for vamps. That uncommon? Pretty sweet. Campus renovation. We do find a Rocco. Most important thing are those. Oh, it's green. Can it just do it? Just do it. Undercity upheaval. Rocco's kind of cool though. At the beginning of your end step, each player exiles the top card of their library until your next end step. Each player may play that card exiled this way. It's kind of like a Chaos Wand feel to it. It's kind of cool. Sushi Yum Yums with the $5 super chat. Thank you for the $5. Says I bought 3 packs of this and every pack had a duplicate. Different arts but dupes. Wow, that's weird. Put that in our rare pile. Then we do find a Kolagon Warmonger. When it attacks, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal a dragon card from among them and put it in your hand. This is a good card. All right. Actually, we'll set those to the side. We'll see how many variants we get. So far, 2 variants. It is fun cracking some packs. This is, I did like that the box was cheap and that there weren't going to be a lot of comments. I know that that's probably an unpopular opinion too, but I was like, you know what? I don't need tons of comments. I'm actually fine with it. Will you do the Lily sound effect before reveal? Yeah, you got it, John. I'll do one for you. Oh, and then Danica getting in with the $11. Says, thanks for everything you guys do. Danica, we appreciate you. Thank you so much. Got some super chats coming in. I appreciate all of you. It means a lot. Drink a little water. You know what? It's actually kind of hot in here. I'm just like, we're gonna go no jacket. Going no jacket. Here we go. You missed the sound effect. Let's just do it. Let's get the sound effect going. There we go, baby. Strip for Nissa. No! We will open more packs, though. Now it's a not safe for work stream. Let's go. Yeah, we got weird noises. We got jackets coming off. Butt shots later in... Oh, maybe. Well, free! Copper Coat Vanguard. We got Tolarian Contempt. This is a good card. ETBs, put a rejection counter on each creature your opponents control. Seems kind of cool. There's the training grounds. All right, so that part of the achievement is unlocked. Training grounds achievement unlocked, and then we got a foil. Can we go training grounds into training grounds? No, but we do find filter out foil, which is a pretty good card. It's a pretty good card. And we go into another filter out. So is there, I guess, a variant in every pack? Do we know? The bottom of this looks weird too, like it's missing a symbol. I don't know. Maybe not. Foil looks nice and flat right out of the pack though. I am a fan of that. Incubate token. Get used to opening the same card twice a pack, lol. You got it. Yeah, Lance is gonna know. Yep, 2 uncommons, rare mythic, foil, and a variant. Okay, so there's a variant in every pack. Got it. Thank you. You probably already said that. I missed it. Little Warmonger. Rebirth. Drannith Ruins. That's another card that I wanted from this. So I'm probably just gonna find everything that I want, I would imagine. Another campus renovation. Yeah, like this box to me and the LGS that I got it from, we always talk a lot. I always talk with that LGS owner a lot when I'm there. Like as I buy the product afterwards. And he and I were having a discussion. And he was saying, he's like, I don't know why anybody wants to buy any of the other shit. He's just like, I got this. He's like, there's this product here. He's like, nobody wants the collector boosters. Nobody wants any of this stuff. Why would anybody buy this? He's like, but this? He's like, yeah, you just buy that. You get one of everything. It was really funny. Help Jake pull Nissa, get the stream to 169 likes. I appreciate you, Keto. So this pack here, a little bit more laid back. Sorry, I keep getting distracted. Got the Markov bear in there. I want them, just don't want to pay for them. Yeah. He just thinks this product is up against the wall, and I tend to agree. But, you know, I did go buy it. Beast of Victorious Dead. Spark Rupture. Alright, there's our rare. ETBs draw a card. Alright, I like that. Each planeswalker with one or more loyalty counters on it loses all abilities and is a creature. Ooh, interesting. Maybe if that one planeswalker deck really takes off, it'll do something. Another Markov Baron. We're gonna have all the Markov Barons. Chat, get hyped. We haven't found one mythic yet. Maybe we're gonna find one soon. No, instead it is a Coppercoat Vanguard. I feel like we have one coming soon. How much is the cheesesteak version of a full set of Aftermath? I don't know exactly what you're asking, but probably like $50. Matt says, I got sucked into doing a whatnot early opening. Lucky to have opened enough then. Oh, did you say cheapskate? I need to learn. I need to learn to read. Cheapest. I'm not sure. Oh, is that it? Oh, is that it up there, chat? Chat, can that please just be it? This has to be it, right? Just be the N. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Success. Success. It is not a Mono Liliana, but we will take that. Then we do find a Warmonger. And a Joel Rail. Voice of Zalfir. Hey, that's cool. I like that retro. That retro is pretty sweet. All right, so we succeeded. The first mythic we pull is the Nissa. So there it is. She's beautiful. Let's get it in the sleeve. That is pretty sweet. Okay, so that is recouped about $40 worth of the box so far, and we still have some packs to open. So Nissa Resurgent Animist. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, add 1 mana of any color. Then if this is the second time this ability is resolved this turn, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal an elf or elemental card. Put that card into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. So it is a good elf card. It's good for elementals. It's a Lotus Cobra in the command zone, baby. It is a Lotus, and even though you're only floating green mana, if you make it your commander, in that situation, I think it's amazing in 99 of certain decks too. But even if it's like just floating green, you can cast some crazy stuff. I would cast all of the biggest things in a deck like this. Tyler says 2 boxes at 72 for me and still no Nissa. Tyler, you've bought 2 and you haven't got it? Rippin' Ship says, I never pull good for myself, Jake. That's true. That's true. I do say that. Maybe we're going to get lucky. I haven't bought a box in a long time. Training grounds, check. Nissa, check. We got the, we got that land. All right, so let's put this over here. Let's see if we can get lucky. We're just going to set that Nissa there. Why not? So Tyler has bought 2 boxes and still no Nissa. I feel like it would just be... Maybe it's like rare. Maybe it's like, I mean, obviously it's mythic, but Maybe it's like a mythic that's actually mythic, you know? Sometimes you get the common mythic. During Eternal Masters, it was the Red Dragon. Balance. Those are called common mythics. They show up all the time. What's the one from... Why can't I remember it? The Golgari one from Alara block. Someone in chat knows. Urborg Scavengers. What is the name of that card? The big Golgari junk mythic. Can't remember it. Urborg Scavengers. And then we do find a Tranquil Frillback, another card that I like. I like the versatility on it. I am into the versatility, so we do find a rare foil. And it is a Tranquil Frillback. 1 green, 2 other for a 3/3. When it enters the battlefield, you may pay 1 green up to 3 times. When you pay this cost 1 or more times, choose up to that many. We could destroy target artifact or enchantment, exile a yard, gain 4 life. And what's cool about this card is it's a nice toolbox. So if you're playing it alongside stuff like, you know, Elvish, oh my God, Eternal Witness. God, man, where's my brain? Eternal Witness and anything that gets stuff back seems pretty good. I'm a fan. And then we do find an Animus Might retro foil. Oh man, I wish that had been the Nissa, but you know what? I'm gonna be happy with it either way. Foil Animus Might. Pretty cool. Not super stoked on whatever's going on down here on the bottom of the card. Kind of see, I don't know if you could see that there. There's like a little bit of scuffing on that edge, but it's fine. Put that in the foil pile. Actually, maybe we put that in the foil variant pile, I guess. Let's move the Nissa over. Put that there. Edge chipping, curling. Yeah. I'm into the versatility. Yes, that's right. Blot out. Target opponent exiles a creature or planeswalker they control with the greatest mana value. Seems good. Joel actually was super high on this card, and I tend to agree with him. Pretty good instant speed spell. We got the Gold Forged Thopteryx, followed by Nahiri's Resolve is the rare. +1/+0 and haste. I like it. Then we do find Feast of the Victorious Dead. I think that might be our 4th copy of that, followed by a 5th copy of Feast of the Victorious Dead. And then there's a Phyrexian Mirror, which I'm pretty stoked on. I think with this one, Ed, that it's mostly just that it's such a small set. It's like you really can't, like, it's only, what, like a 50 card set? Whoa. Another upheaval. Another campus renovation. Consider the campus renovated. Then we're going to rebuild the city as our rare. Choose target land, create 3 tokens that are copies of it, except they're 3/3 creatures in addition to their other types, and they have vigilance and menace. That seems pretty sweet. 6 for lands. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. We built this city on rock and roll. Harness Snubhorn. Deals combat damage to a player. Return target artifact or enchantment card from your graveyard to the battlefield. What? That's good. Graveyard to battlefield? Shut the H up. All right, show me green. Oh, it is green. Show me an N. No! No! We already pulled Animus Might there. No! That's okay. We got this knight here to protect us. Got the knight to protect us. All right, we're getting through this. So thanks for hanging out earlier during the finance chat. If you did enjoy that, I appreciate you spending your time here. And now we are just opening a box of Aftermath epilogue boosters. Palumbo with the $5 super chat says, is there any other planeswalkers you'd like to see made into creatures in future sets? There's our second mythic. It's a Sarkhan, or I guess a Ral. A Garruk as a creature could be cool. I haven't seen Garruk in a long time. Liliana as a creature. I mean, that's always sweet. Tybalt. Oh, show us an N. No! Instead, it's an Animus Might. That might be our fourth or fifth Animus Might. But we did find a second mythic, so there's that. Let's set him to the side there. Don't want to put him on top of the Nissa. And a blot out. There's a treasure. It's a fun treasure. I like that. It's cool. 3 more packs in this pile. I feel like we've already got a good amount of the cards here. I can't really imagine getting more Warmongers or Barons. Leyline. Leyline Immersion. 1 green, 3 other for enchant legendary creature. Enchanted creature has ward 2 and add 5. Oh, this card is good. Ooh, baby. Spend this mana only to cast spells. Yeah, this card's good. I am a fan of that. And we do have Tolarian Contempt. Oh, finally we got a copy of Tolarian Contempt. This one is foil. All right, show me campus renovation. Let's go. The campus is so renovated by now. They've changed all the walls. They did some really nice art on the walls. The campus is renovated. Consider it a renovated campus. See, now what would have been dope, dude? Okay, this is how you make this product really good. Are you ready? One serialized card in this product that exists. Just one. 100 of them. 500 of them. Why not? Keep it consistent. 500 Nissas. You don't even have to do the whole roster. Just pick one card. Just one. Just one single card from the set. I think that's kind of like where WotC sometimes goes overboard, is they're like, we have to, if we're going to do this, we need to do it with tons of cards. No, that's kind of like what I did like about the textured thing in Double Masters 2022, is they only did it with 5 cards. I was fine with that. It's like, that's chill, man. They could have just done that with this product. But I'm also in the camp that too much of that serialized shit, man, is going to make it really lame. And it's going to make it to where other products that don't do the serialized thing struggle. Nice. We got a Cosmic Rebirth. Let's go. Animus Might. No. No. 2 green, 1 green, 2. Oh my God. 2 less to cast if it targets a legendary creature you control. Target creature you control deals damage equal to twice the power. Oh my God, I cannot believe we finally pulled this shit. Oh my God. Oh my God, chat. Annie, We pulled an Animus Might. No. No. Oh my God. No, chat. Let's go. Sigarda. Kenrith's Royal Funeral foil. Foil rare. I cannot believe that we finally pulled that. That is nuts. Oh my God. Yeah, I do need to sleeve it. Oh my God, Kiki Jiki, you're right. I'm just shaking right now. Where is that? Oh my God. There we go. Let's get this in a sleeve. There we go. Oh my God, I can't even get it in the sleeve. Oh. Finally, chat. We did it. I am going to put the Kenrith's Royal Funeral in the sleeve, though, because that card looks like it is, like, auditioning to be on the new Pringles show. Okay. Let's set that to the side. Oh, we have an Animus Might there! Alright, I'm done. Past that. We're done. We're done with that. Let's keep it going. Wait till you pull a Gala Greeters. That card is power 10, says Lance. What grade do you think it'll get? I don't know, Jenk. I think it comes back at least a 9.5. Feast of the Victorious Dead. Arnie. Okay. Arnie was on my list of cards that I think are good. No, but here's what's actually really good about this. I know I was memeing really hard on this, but we've pulled like 4 copies of this, and I think that's the point of this product, is it's a small product and it's going to be used for standard and pioneer, and so if you do want these cards, you are going to want multiple copies of them if you're playing it outside of Commander. So I think that's kind of, you know, how it was designed. Can we go Karn? Show us a G. Just kidding. Camera's like really messed. Camera's been like off center the whole time. Is this Jajam's Joey Moss Evolving Wilds? Does he go ham over Evolving Wilds like it's his favorite card? Actually, I have seen that before. I've seen where people have sent him Evolving Wilds, so that informs that. All right, what are we gonna have here? Tolarian Contempt. We did. We did. We got the Nissa. It was our first mythic. First mythic in the box. All right, so now we're officially halfway through, which means first mate Ragavan. It's actually pretty sweet. That is a pretty sweet card. Let's go ahead. We got just 12 packs left, so let's go to this. And we're gonna keep it safe. We did find the Nissa, so we have checked that box. Only 2 mythics so far, and then we did pull an Animus Might as well. Give me just a second. I'm gonna get one more beer, then we're gonna finish this up. Stream's been going just about 2 hours, so we'll probably wrap things up after this. The next time I do a solo stream, I might do like some organizing and stuff like that, just hanging out with chat, talking, listen to some music, just some tunes like this, hang out. Then eventually we are gonna get to some upgraded top-down cameras that are more visually attractive and strictly sexual than the camera that we currently have. So that will be a goal in the future, and then when we have these top-down moments, we'll really get to see the Nissa in all of its glory. But I am gonna grab a drink, then we're gonna come back, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we're gonna pull an hour Animus Might. Thank you. All right, my friends. Retro MTG getting in with the 4 months. Thank you so much, Retro MTG. Did I hear someone say Retro Foil Animus Might? What? Hey, Jake, any specs for Aftermath? Gaspo, we actually did a video about it. We did a video of cards that we liked from this set. Animes Might so good. Food Time, I really enjoyed playing Fortnite with you, man. We got to get that going again soon. It was a good time. Waiting for the old border foil Nissa. That would be pretty wild. Lance, you've seen, or you've opened a ton of boxes of this, I imagine. I've already pulled a retro foil Animus Might. Do you think there's a chance that I pull another retro foil in a box of this? Or do you think it's like once you find one, you're done? Let's keep it going. There's always a chance. Well, I'm just wondering if you had seen any boxes that have multiple. Did I pull 2? Did I have another retro foil? I don't think I did. Maybe I did. Holy shit! Feast of the Victorious Dead. Harness Snubhorn. This is a good pack. Consider my Snubhorns fully harnessed. We got Tazri Stalwart Survivor is our rare. Each creature you control has tap. Add 1 mana of any of this creature's colors. Spend this mana only to activate an ability of a creature. Activate only if this creature has another activated ability. Okay, cool. Then we got the mill 5 on there. This card seems like it's got legs. And foil Harness Snubhorn. Okay. Many Harness Snubhorn. Followed by a Tyvar is our mythic. This is actually a pretty sweet mythic. Whenever 1 or more elves you control attack, they gain death touch until end of turn. This seems like it goes right into Lathril. Each creature you control has whenever a mana ability of 1 creature's resolves, put a number 1/1 counters on it equal to the number. Ooh, baby. This is a good card. This is a good card, and it's got that call time That call time look. Pretty sweet. Third mythic, so we'll put that on top of the Sarkon there. We do have an incubator token with a Phyrexian Might on the other side. What was this? Oh, that was reckless handling. Searcher. Oh, actually, this card is good. Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, filter out. It's a good card. Blot out. Just gonna filter it out, blot it out, whatever you need to do. Nahiri getting in. Legendary creature Nahiri, 5/4. Oh yeah, affinity for equipment. We like this card too. Whenever an equipped creature you control attacks, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. You may cast equipment spells this way without paying their mana cost. It's very strong, which is why it costs 6. All right, we got green. Green foil. Show us an N. No. No. Oh my goodness gracious. No freaking way. That is crazy. Jank, I know. Jank says LOL. John says what? Chat, I don't know if you're driving, not financial advice. Just stop driving and get on your phone and look at what we've pulled. It is an Animus Might and a reckless handling behind that. We need to get that Animus Might in a sleeve right now. I did not see that coming. Look at that. Animus Might. Trade it for a Black Lotus? Well, probably not. I don't know what the future projection of this card is. But maybe I would trade the non-foil for a Black Lotus. For me, I don't think that right now I could part with the foil, to be honest. But the non-foil is definitely up for trade. Next up. I know I do, Tyler, you're right. I keep calling it Anime's Might. That's a good one too. Oh, we got a foil land. Is that Dranith thing? I'll take it if it is. Is that the only land in this product? I'm pretty sure. It is an Ayara's Oathsworn. Deals combat damage to a player if it has fewer than 4 1/1 counters. Okay, cool. It's good. Too much text. I got bored. Show us that land. All right. Okay, cool. This is one of the few cards I wanted from the set. Pretty sweet. Followed by a Cosmic Rebirth. And that is a foil. It's pretty cool. Gonna get the ruins. Ooh. Ooh, that. Its mana value is 3 or less. You may put it on the battlefield. Pretty sweet. Okay. Let's just put that with our foils. It's fine. All right, chat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. We're getting to the end of this. Beast Wars Secret Lair win. Okay, this is kind of crazy, but I'm like such a big Beast Wars fan, and the fact that there's a Transformers movie coming out that's like in the spirit of Beast Wars is just honestly so wild. Just so wild to me, man. Cheetor. Maximize. Got the Undercity upheaval. Campus renovation. Yeah, it's super nostalgic, man. For me, I'm very, very excited for it. Even though I'm not a big Transformer movies fan, I was like so hyped as a kid on Beast Wars just because it was like the first tiptoe into like 3D cartoons. I think like that and Starship Troopers were like some of the first 3D cartoons that I watched, and even though, like, looking back, like it's awful. Like the animation is just so bad, but it was a stepping stone to getting to where we are now. Training grounds. No! No! So much contempt! I have so much contempt for this Talarian contempt! I'm gonna get over it, but it's not ideal. I wish I had an oops, all of the uncommons are mythics box. And they're all Nissas. We would be doing some Nissa giveaways, let's just say. Yeah, Corey, Beast Wars was like, as a kid, I think I might have been like 5 or 6 when Beast Wars came out. And that was the show, or I might have been like 7, 5, 6, or yeah, I was a young kid, but I learned to use the VCR to record because I remember recording Beast Wars when it would come on so that I could watch it on VHS. I did. Yeah. Copper Cove Vanguard. I was a young kid too. Yeah. David says, I used to wake up early and watch. Yes. I remember like a core memory as a kid was like I woke up to watch Beast Wars and then I couldn't record. And so I was like freaking out. I was like having like a tantrum. I was like, I don't know what's going on. And I like go upstairs and I'm like, Mom, I can't record Beast Wars. And she's like, I'm getting ready for work. And I was like, please help me. And then I hadn't put the tape in the VCR. I just hadn't done it. All right. The Kenrith's Royal Funeral, and it is a playable non-curled copy. Followed by Death Rattle Oni. Green. All right, can it be good? It's a Snubhorn. It's a Snubhorn. It is pretty sweet that there's a foil in every pack, though. Not gonna lie. That seems like a nice touch. This does give you a good assortment of cards. We're kind of low on the mythics. We got 4 so far. I mean, 4 is probably not that bad. I think they're like, what, in 1%? Let's see. Oh, yeah, Mythic. Mythic in 1%. Okay. So yeah, we're actually doing pretty good on Mythics. 4 is normal for a box. So yeah, maybe we get extra lucky and we find an extra one, but otherwise I'm pretty content with how we've done. D-Buck, what's going on? Nice to see you. A collection of VHS took up so much room. I know, Tyler, it's crazy. Some of those old VHS, they still have value. Especially those old Disney movies. Zagarda? No, we have Danitha here. New Benalia's Light. Showing up. Vigi Trample Lifelink. Once during each of your turns, you may cast an aura equipment spell from your graveyard. This was another card that we were excited about. Can we find the Karn? I don't think it's an artifact, is it? No. No, it is an artifact. Come on. What do we got next? We got a Death Rattle Oni. We got the Oni in art. We've got every Oni. We got all the Onis. It is pretty sweet, though. This is like such a good pairing with Pestilence. Seems pretty sweet. All right, chat, here we go. We're down to our final 5 packs. We have found the Nissa, the Tyvar, a Sarkhan, and a Nahiri are our mythics. Anthony, how's it going? Good to see you. Darth Brando, thanks for hanging out. Tyler says our VHS player died and it was hard to find a replacement. I still have, from when I worked at this warehouse when I first moved out to California ages ago. I haven't worked there in like 3 or 4 years now, but they had like leftover like VCR like DVD combos that were just getting like no one's using those anymore. I was like, yeah, I'll take one of these. And a bunch of them were getting like, we were getting rid of them, donating them, and I was like, well, I'll hold on to one just in case. Animus Might, no fucking way, dude. I cannot believe that we have pulled this many Animus Might. That is just nuts. That is just nuts. We're blessed. Thank you. Thank you, David. Then we got Plarg and Nasari. It's actually pretty sweet. At the beginning of your upkeep, each player exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile a non-land card. An opponent chooses a non-land card exiled this way. You may cast up to 2 spells from among the other cards exiled this way without paying their mana cost. So this is very much a Jake card. This is such a Jake card. This plays alongside Karavik. It plays alongside all of my favorite silly stuff. Atali, Chaos Wand, Wand of Wonder. It's just they're doing more and more cards that play like that, but I'm here for it. We do have Reckless Handling foil. Pretty sweet. Little foil action, followed by it is a Gold Forged Thopteryx. We have got play sets on play sets of most of this stuff. Not bad. I like this. Actually, I'm gonna sleeve this foil because this is a foil that I care about here. This is a pretty sweet card. Even at sorcery speed, search your library for an artifact card, reveal it, put it in your hand, shuffle, then discard a card at random. If an artifact card was discarded this way, it deals 2 damage to each opponent. So it's like a more expensive gamble, but for an artifact, and there's upside if you have to discard, which is pretty sweet. But I'm fine with a card like this, even with the little bit of RNG that comes with maybe not getting your way every once in a while. All right, down to the final 4 packs. I hated the coin art, but it's growing on me. I think it's pretty sweet. I really like how it looks. This, like, man, when they were easing us into variants, like back during Battle for Zendikar, Oath of the Gatewatch, and then into Call Time, and then into Hour of Devastation, and Amonkhet, all that stuff. Something like this, I think players would have raged at the time. They would have been like, what the hell are they doing? But now we've seen enough different variants that players are very accepting of. I mean, you can see like a wide plethora of different kinds of looking stuff. You got Zendikar frames, you've got Strixhaven frames. This might have been something people raged over back in the day too. You got them bringing back the retro stuff. You got the Call Time frames. So Innistrad area. What is this one? Oh, Tarkir. So yeah, there's a lot of different variants that maybe wouldn't have done that great early on. Death Rattle. Got the Feast. Metropolis Reformer. As we get into our final few packs here, we got Flying Vigi 2/3 for 3. You have hexproof. Whenever it's dealt damage, you gain that much life. This card is great. I'm happy that we pulled a copy of this card. This was on my list of cards that I want from the set. We do have the Cosmic Rebirth. What is this? Ikoria? Yes! Oh, dude, this is actually dope, dude. I'm into this. Got a Jarina. Oh man, I used to meme so hard on this card. Or not this card, but this creature. And this Jarina is actually good. Enters the battlefield, exile target player's graveyard. So on this 2/2 bear, You're getting Graveyard Exile, and then you can sacrifice it to give humans you control hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. It's like a selfless spirit for humans. Very good. Very good, very good, very good. Jarina, who sits on shelves. That's right, Jank, you know. I do love this art. So that is not Ikoria. Or is it? It is Ikoria. Because, yeah, Jarina was in those precons. That's 1,000,000% Ikoria. It's pretty sweet. The deck with good cards and a lousy commander. It has flawless maneuver. That's right. That's right. All right, so that's a rare. We'll put that. Well, no, we'll put that in our variant pile. Okay. Just a few packs left. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out tonight. If you have enjoyed the stream, click like and subscribe. Come hang out in the future. See more snubhorns. Tranquil. Show us artifact. Copper coat. It's green. It's a U. It's an Undercity upheaval. Now this one is the Ravnica frame. I think that's the first Ravnica frame that we've pulled. Pretty sweet. Two packs remain. It has been so long since I've done an episode of Foil Quest. Jake, did you see the Sony showcase earlier today? Did not. Did not. What was in it? Photon Phi. Any big standouts? Duke says, I feel like these boxes gotta hit 55 before I get one. Yeah, I overpaid. I could have got one on Amazon for like 60, but I wanted the convenience of having it now and supporting the LGS because I haven't been there in a while. And so I was like, you know what? We'll go over and we'll buy a box there. And so I paid 70 for it. So we really did need the Nissa. But yeah, I overpaid by about 10 bucks. 10 bucks more than what I could have paid for it, but I was fine with it because, again, being able to just drive over there and get it, there's value in that. Kiora. Okay, so we did have a 5 mythic box. And we find Kiora, Sovereign of the Deep, blue, green, 3 other for 4/5, Vigi Ward 3. Whenever you cast the Kraken, Leviathan, Octopus, or Serpent spell from your hand. Okay, so it's just Simic good stuff. Simic good stuff. Come on, baby, something good. Blot out foil. All right. Oh, yeah, and then it also came with a buy a box promo, which is something that I'm not going to get if I order on Amazon, I'm sure. All right, what do we got? It is a Cosmic Rebirth. Okay, so 1 pack left in this box, but we did exactly what we wanted to do, and we hit the Nissa, Resurgent Animist as our first mythic. Our other mythics in this box have been Kiora, a Nahiri. We got the Tyvar in the showcase frame, call time frame, and then you got the Sarkhan, aka Ral. And then 2 Animus Might, 1 foil, 1 non-foil. And then I haven't even looked through here, but we're gonna see. We got the retro Animus Might. And then we may have we have another non-foil there. And then this one got in before it was a meme. Oh my god, we have so many Animus Might. Okay. Whoops, we have so many. We have an earth-shaking amount of Animus Might. Not bad. Not bad at all. Retro foil, we got the foil, we got a playset of non-foil. Let's go. Playsets for the next specs video. That's right, Matt. Unintentional specs will be the name of that video. An anime's might in every pack. That's right, food. All right, here we go. Let's last pack. I think if you were to nickel and dime this out, I probably did not break even, but it's fine. I've had a great time hanging out with all of you, so thank you so much for all of the support this evening as well. Lots of gifted memberships. We had some super chats as well, so we do appreciate you so much here at Jake and Joel. It really is. It really is crazy, man. It's crazy. Years ago, I would have never guessed that I would have an active chat to talk to. It's a wild time, man. It means a lot. So thank you all so much for hanging out. All right, here we go. Last pack. Gods of Magic, Gods of Might. Blot out any bad hits. Here we go. Undercity. Come on, baby. Something good. Pia Nalar. Okay. That's a card that we don't have. Red and a white. There are a lot of good legends that are cheap, man. I do like cheap commanders. Cheap commanders are cool. Thopters, you control of haste. Whenever you play a land from exile or you cast a spell from exile, create a 1/1. It's okay. It's okay. Show us a T. Nope, it's a V. Oh, foil rare coming in. This is a card that I was not expecting. I was expecting this to be like a contempt. Flying, you may look at the top card of your library at the beginning of each combat. You may reveal the top card of your library. If you reveal a creature card this way, Vesuvian Drifter becomes a copy of that card until end of turn, except it has flying. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. All right, one more card. It looks like Ikoria, and it is a Copper Coat Vanguard. Everybody. Oh, it's foil, though. That looks pretty sweet. Pretty sweet looking foil there. With the big sword coming up, anime looking. So 2 foils in that pack, pretty sweet. Let's go back to this. So if we had gone under on time, I was going to switch over to just hanging out and talking to chat and organizing some cards, and maybe I'll do that for a moment here while we take a look at this. Thank you for whoever decided to take a look at what we pulled and said it was worth 63. That's cool. So we have we got the Metropolis. We have a really good assortment of cards from the set. Lots of stuff. And then I do like that you get a bunch of different foils. So, Chad, I want to ask you this. Put the foil rare there. Let's set that with the rares. My local game store owner, that's also rare. He thinks that this is kind of like Wizards of the Coast testing. Got the frill back as well. Testing making their set booster boxes something like this, but I think they would have trouble implementing that, you know, considering this set is so small. So this almost seems like a specialty thing that they decided to do just because this set is so limited, you know. So I wonder, you know, if set booster boxes are just going to stay the same. They just continue moving forward as is. But, you know, it just seems like they had so many cards that they had to cut that they just made an extra product. I'm sure that, let's just go to this. I'm sure that Wizards of the Coast in some capacity was like, you know, this is a big set talking about March of the Machine. They're like, there's a lot going on. So let's make sure that, you know, we have a lot of cards designed, and then they were like, oh man, there's tons of stuff that we have to cut. Or maybe the epilogue thing was planned all along. Who knows? But it is a very experimental product. It's very different. So the Nissa Resurgent Animus, that was obviously the most expensive mythic, but what of the other 4 mythics that I pulled were pretty good? You know, I can't really comment on print runs. I really have no idea because I don't deal in volume with like buying boxes. I don't have a store, so I don't really have any sort of bearing on what print runs are like. I will say this is that whenever I see something that's like production line issues or oh, it seems like it's going to be a complicated release, I don't really like buy into that at all. I think that's like FOMO to make people feel like, oh god, this is going to be hard to get. And then it never really is. It's like, it's never like hard to get. The only thing that's ever really hard to get is like San Diego Comic-Con stuff, because you have to go there. The old Hasbro releases that were on their website were actually like difficult. Those were very stressful situations. Magic the Gathering 30th Anniversary Edition Countdown Calendar. That was also kind of reminiscent of those old days of a product that's hard to get. But most of the time, yeah, I don't know. Nissa in Modern, and this is not looking to be mass open. The Nissa is going to run to 50. I really do think that, you know, Nissa being a very good playable card and this being the only set that you can get it in, and it's a set that's not super popular, I tend to agree, especially because it's a very good playable card. Yeah, why don't we do an end of stream giveaway? How about I give away something from this? We were memeing pretty hard. Yeah, that 30th Anniversary Edition Secret Lair Countdown Calendar is really cool, but it was... oh man, yeah. I thought I wasn't going to get it. We need a signed Animus Might. Yeah, let's do that. And you know what? In the spirit of your name, Retro MTG, we are going to do the retro one. Two less to cast if it targets a legendary creature you control. Yeah, let's do this. In the spirit of Retro MTG's name, we're going to do this one. Right here. I'll sign it right now. Should I sign it? How about I let the person who wins it sign it? If they want it. They may not want it signed. Or I could just sign it and be like, you either want it signed or you don't. Duke, I agree with you. That's why I bought this box. Watch the retro foil version shoot up to $10. I hope it does. Duke, you do. You just pull a bunch of uncommons. That's exactly what you do. All right, I'll just sign it. Let's make sure that we got it right here. Here we go. It's right in the corner there. All right, let's do this. Then we're gonna end this thing. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Let's refresh. And if you do win something tonight, just reach out on Instagram or Twitter. If you are not already in the Discord, I would encourage you to join the Discord. There we go. All right, we're going to keep this one super simple. Hashtag thank you. Go ahead and get in there exactly like I pasted it in with the hashtag and everything. If you're interested in getting that Animus Might that is signed by me. And this was a pretty fun box. We got the Nissa, and that is it for me. That is good enough. This is a card if you want to get in on the giveaway. Just a little thank you and go home with part of the meme that we had here tonight. And that is where we will park it right now. Is we've got the $35 Nissa. What do you think, chat? Is it worth it? Is it worth it? We got the pseudo Lotus Cobra. We got the 3/3. It's one more mana expensive than a Lotus Cobra. However, in constructed formats, this can get very degenerate, especially when you're playing with stuff like fetch lands and you've got that landfall ability going. It is very low to the ground. That 3 mana is a big deal. See 37 people eligible so far to get the Animus Might. Hashtag thank you to get in on that. Everybody, thank you so much for hanging out tonight. This has been a very fun stream. Big thanks for all the super chats. Big thanks for all of the new members. Lots of gifted memberships tonight. Thank you all so much. I would buy it at 15 or less, just not something I have to have. Yeah, that's fair. That's totally fair. Lotus is very easy to remove. It does have a bit more survivability. That's true. Sour Weasel says 3 toughness is relevant, and I agree. Michael H says, hashtag thank you for the gifted sub. Yeah, this has been a really fun stream. This has been a good time. Magic will reprint it though, so probably should sell it. They'll find a way within 2 years. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, Retro MTG, all hail the stream monarchs. Joel, Bozo, and Tyler getting in with those memberships. All hail. Where's my effects? All hail the stream monarchs. Joel, Bozo, and Tyler getting in, helping out the channel. I did hit the Nissa. I did. We did get it. Does the Discord invite not work? Sometimes Discord links are weird. That happens to me sometimes too. TG, yes, one and done. I hit the card that I wanted from it, and so I may pick up the Karn just as a single, but nothing else that I need to do. Thank you, Food. Stoked for you. I pulled my ob today. Very nice. That's cool. I joined in the notes on the video. Nice. Yeah, the Obnixilis is strong as well. Thank you, Lance. But yeah, TG, probably one and done here. That's why, like, this was an easy product to just go get from the local game store. Yeah, cards that get the modern, like, let's see where this Nissa is actually being played. I imagine Pioneer's gonna want it. Yeah, exactly. Whoa, Saltite Delver. Holy moly. If Legacy wants it, I mean, that's a big indicator. If Legacy goes for it. Joel Bozo says, sub over here and come hang out for some gaming tomorrow night. Yeah, everybody, really quick at the end here. That's Joel, the other part of Jake and Joel Are Magic, hanging out there on Joel Bozo. And so if you want to help him grow his YouTube channel, definitely go over there and check out Joel Bozo, where Joel does gaming and non-MTG stuff, and I'll sometimes join in, or I have for a couple of his streams, just played some Fortnite with him. It's been a really fun time. So if that sounds like something that you'd want to do, maybe watch Joel play a new game that comes out or something like that, go give him a subscription as well. Yeah, so we got Temur Golos Field, we've got Elementals, 4-color Omnath. I mean, obviously Omnath is going to want it. You got Amulet Combo that wants it as well. That makes sense. That makes sense. You're playing a lot of bounce lands in Amulet, so you're getting a lot of landfall triggers. Griff MTG says, just sub Joel. Nice. Love the background tunes. Appreciate you, Tyler. What time does he stream? I think it's kind of like, you know, he's figuring out what he does over on that channel. It's kind of in that, like, that phase. I don't think he has a set schedule for streaming. It's just like sometimes he'll pop on there and stuff. Or Joel, if you do have a schedule, I'm not sure of it. All right, let's get this giveaway going. Did we do it? Who won the Animus Might? I haven't rolled it, have I? We're rolling it. Shwoom! Michael H. Let's go. Michael H, thank you so much for hanging out. You are going home with the foil signed retro Animus Might. Shoot us a message on Instagram or Twitter. Woo! I will treasure it, says Michael. Happy to hear it. We will send it your way. And if you are in the Discord, you can just send me a PM in there. That's fine too. Getting lucky today. Free sub, free Animus Might. That's right. That's right. You will have the Animus Might coming to you in a plain white envelope next couple days as soon as you get me your address. There are other ways to support the channel. If you did enjoy your time tonight, you can check out in the description of the video. You can head on over to Patreon, get involved on a deeper level. That's a really good spot to do it. There are a plethora of things that happen. We do have giveaways that happen once per month where you can get TCG gift cards. We also have a Commander League, which is a really fun time where each month the rules change and you play casual Commander over spell table, proxy friendly, so that as long as you have an inkjet printer, you can just print your whole deck and you can just play it in that league. Everybody plays over spell table. It's a really fun time. It's a great little community. I was going through Discord today and I can't even keep up. There's so many people talking in the Discord. So make sure you come join the Discord. That's a good time as well. I think I've said all the stuff. We had a really good time tonight. I appreciate you. Look out for a stream cut in the next couple days going over those missed opportunities. If you already saw it, just be like, hey man, I already saw this video in the comments. That's fine as well. And I guess that's it. So to everybody who hung out to the very end, thank you so much. We have 100 people watching right at the end, but I'm gonna get out of here. And we had a really good time. We had a stream that came out to just about 2.5 hours. Pretty good, not bad. The air is really nice right now. It's 9 o'clock where I am. It's maybe about 60 degrees. So I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna take a walk with the dog and just kind of enjoy the night air for a little bit. But thank you all so much for hanging out. Yeah, it was an absolute pleasure. Marcus says, thanks Jake for a great stream. I appreciate you. Futime, I appreciate you. John, Matt, everybody who's still hanging out. Kraken Jank, Sour Weasel, TG, Corey G, all of the usuals. Shout out again to the Stream Monarchs at the end, Tyler and Joel Bozo. Charles, I appreciate you. I love you. He says, I love this channel. I love to hear it. I want to hang out. I really do. Maybe we'll just do an organizing stream one day this weekend where we just hang out and talk for a while. organize some cards. I still have a bunch of stuff that I need to get sorted. Oh, what was the other thing I was going to say? Oh, this is something I was going to say. I'm going to do a, kind of like in the next couple weeks, a PC, because my PC takes so long to render. I'm going to do a PC fundraiser in such a way where I make a bunch of commander decks out of cards from my collection that all have a baseline value. Okay. And it's going to be really cool. I'm going to build a bunch of stuff. There's going to be like really good cards in these decks. And it's just a way to not only get rid of some stuff, but also get myself in a position to get a new computer and set myself up for the next couple years of editing videos. All right. I appreciate you all so much. Have a good night, and we're out of here. Goodbye. The stream will stop immediately and you will no longer be live. That is the point. Love y'all. Goodbye.